I'm Nikkitha Senthil, the product marketing manager for Zoho ZeptoMail. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Zoho, and if you've been here through this day, you've probably seen me hanging out at the end of the hall at our booth. So it's nice having you all here. I know everyone's looking forward to either going home or the award, so I'll just take 10 minutes of your time to talk about a service that all of you use. Any fintech industry company is using either probably not ZeptoMail, but an alternative service. So the next 10 minutes, I will be talking to you about one such service. So before I start, quickly, just a question. You can just shout the answers to me. How many emails do you think is sent in the world per day? Just random answers. You can shout it out to me. 8 billion. No, but in the billions. Come on, guys. No. 300 billion emails are sent every day. So we do have... yeah. So we have 300 billion emails that are sent. So we have many new and fun modes of communication today. But email is still considered the king of official communication for any business. And this is more true for the fintech industry because we need a reliable form of communication. So this is more true for the fintech industry, and we have many, does not have all these question marks, but just apologies for that. So it just has to take a few key boxes, yeah? Email deliverability, which means it has to get delivered to the inbox, then delivery speed, who likes a late OTP. Security, we've been talking a lot about security through the day, and then it has to be pocket friendly. It might be great, but you need to be able to afford it. It might look like a no-brainer. Any provider should have these. But it's not, and that's where we come in. Zoho ZeptoMail. We're a transactional email service, and we are an email service that was built especially for transaction emails. That is our singular focus. So what if I told you that one of our fintech customers was able to save 73% of their email sending costs, per email sending cost, just by switching to ZeptoMail, but without compromising on their email deliverability or timely delivery. So I will tell you how you can also do this. So I told you that any good transaction email service has to check a few key boxes. And I also have to tell you if ZeptoMail does that. So first we have email deliverability. So no one likes to ask their customers to look for their OTP or password reset email in their spam folder, or having to deal with complaints of missing emails. All this is a bad look on any business. And sometimes to avoid this, you even have to go into SMS notifications, which are multiple times more expensive. So you can ask me, I'm sending OTP emails, password reset emails, welcome emails. These are not good emails. Why won't they reach the inbox? But that's not always the case. Even if you're sending good emails, you have to send them from the right place. Say, for example, you're sending your marketing emails and your transaction emails from the same service. They're both good emails. We like them. But marketing emails do have the chance of being marked as spam, in which case your reputation takes a hit. So your important time-sensitive transaction emails will also take a hit in the delivery. Which is why at ZeptoMail, we are uniquely positioned in the market, and I swear we are uniquely positioned in the market as an email service that does only transaction email delivery. Which is why we can guarantee a delivery that needs no backup whatsoever. And this is what one of our customers had to say about ZeptoMail. What sets ZeptoMail apart is that it does one thing and one thing very well: transactional email delivery. Second, we have delivery speed. Transactional email delivery and marketing email. So in the fintech industry, most emails are time sensitive, especially in the fintech industry. Your customers have triggered these emails, which means they require it to be in their inbox immediately. Or we get frustrated, we go hard at the refresh button. It's not a good customer experience. And when it comes to transaction email and marketing email delivery, both of them require a different sort of a touch. Marketing email is optimized for maximum engagement. Send it at a time when it's opened, maximum. But for transaction email, it has to have instant delivery. And because this is what we do, and we isolate our transaction emails from our marketing emails, our delivery is optimized for instant delivery. In fact, our time to inbox figures are among the best in the industry. And finally, security. Especially in the fintech industry, every transaction email, because it carries the customer data, it is usually sensitive, important, and confidential. We understand this, which is why we have multiple layers of security and privacy in place. So starting from a physical security of all the data centers across our regions, email protection through different authentication modes, data encryption both at rest and when it is being sent, and additional security features inside the product like TFA, user level access, and IP restrictions. And when it comes to privacy, a lot of the industry, a lot of the companies here today are from the fintech industry, if not all. So you have to comply with certain regulations in your industry based on which location you're from. And there is an increasing adoption for data residency. Keeping all of this in mind, we store our Indian customers' data only in our Indian data centers. We do not take the data outside of India. And as a testament to our commitment to both security and privacy, we have multiple industry standard certificates in our place. And finally, all of this, you get all of these good things at a very affordable pricing, and this affordable pricing also comes with a pay-as-you-go plan. So you don't have to purchase huge blocks of emails that you might not use, you have to worry about the invoice, etc. You buy credits, you buy emails, use them up, and only buy the next when you feel like it. And we even have custom plans for higher volume users as well. So I can confidently say that ZeptoMail ticks all of these boxes, but I'm sort of paid to say this. You don't have to believe me. But this is what Nalendran, the IT head of Alice Blue India, had to say. Alice Blue India is a stockbroking firm. They have around 5 lakh traders, 400 employees, and multiple industry standard awards. So Alice Blue India was using one of our leading competitors, but they consistently started running into sending limit issues. And in the fintech industry or in the trading industry, they're consistent transactions, which means they're a very high volume customer. But what happens when suddenly there is a sending limit issue and the email stops sending to their customers? Which is why they set out looking and evaluating multiple competitors. But when they tested our competitors, they were left unsatisfied, which is when they came across ZeptoMail from Zoho. They did test out ZeptoMail for a short period. Then we implemented it for some of their services. But 3 years since then, now ZeptoMail is their primary transaction email services used across all of their service. They did set out looking for a service that would give them, a solution for the sending limit issues. But in that process, when they switched from their previous provider to ZeptoMail, they cut down their transactional email per email sending cost by 73%. And it's not just Alice Blue India. We have multiple leading fintech organizations that use ZeptoMail to send millions of emails every month. So if you get all of this, great email deliverability, timely delivery, security at a great price, what more can you ask for, yeah? So I'll quickly wrap up by telling you a little bit about who we are as a company. We are Zoho. I hope a lot of you have heard about this. So we are trusted by 130 million plus users. We are a company made in India. So I think we've been talking about developed nation by our Prime Minister a lot. And one of the key points is that we need country dependency. Yeah? We need technological independence from other countries. So we are a company that's made in India, but we make products for the world. So we do have the quality as well. We've been around, we're completing 30 years of SaaS building this year. And we have 55 plus application, one of which is Zoho ZeptoMail. We're across the globe in 150 plus countries. We have 16K plus employees still hiring. And then we have 130 plus million users. So thank you everyone.